When there's an injustice against you or someone you love or someone you believe in, stand up. Don't sit down on them, they need you.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet's Pop Culture Justice. I am Andy Signar, and I'm here with Steph the Alta Nerd, and it's Kim. Oh my gosh, we did it. We almost didn't have a show because I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I want to talk about today. But then lo and behold, look at this. Jerry Bruckheimer is back, tripling down that he wants to work with Johnny Depp for Pirates of the Caribbean. And I thought, you know what? Let's celebrate this again. Look, we've reported this a little bit before. Jerry Bruckheimer has been out there vocal for Johnny Depp. But it's really nice because a new interview has come out as Jerry Bruckheimer is nominated for his first Oscar for Top Gun Maverick, which is fantastic. He's out there and they were asking about a lot of stuff about also Will Smith he's bringing back for another Bad Boys and more. So we're going to talk about those quotes. Before we go there, Steph and Kim. Hey, Kim, I see you first. What are you up to? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It is snowing outside, so I am happy to be inside, warm. How are you guys doing?
Steph, how are you doing?
Bit frustrated with my computer at the moment. It's proper laggy and getting on my tits. Apart from that, very, very happy indeed.
Call HR. The computer's not allowing your tits.
Yes, getting on my
As
tits.
your new employer, I have to be very careful, Steph.
Oh,
You're not wanting any of our computers going anywhere near your tits. That's not allowed.
Oh.
Looking out for you. Well, speaking of which, it is fun because we have news today, right? Today was the official day. You gave notice.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It is happening.
It's really happening.
Yes,
Are you nervous, Steph?
I'm not nervous at all. No, I'm very confident, very excited, and very happy to make this leap. It's as simple as that. It's not every day that you get the opportunity to be able to go for your dream and do something that's so much fun and you love so much that frick it, let's go. Life is short. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's rock this.
Amen. Let's rock it. We got it. Well, today we're rocking it, and we're back in the good Johnny Depp news, which we love to spread on here. We also got information. I want to talk about Tom Cruise. Am I allowed to like Tom Cruise, guys? We're going to talk about that. Aubrey Plaza's trending because she, I guess, got mad or White Lotus. I don't know. We got to break down some award show coverage like it's the what's it called? The Grassy Hill footage. We're going to break it down to figure out what was going on with Aubrey Plaza. Michael B. Jordan shot down a old bully really well. It's really good footage. We're going to break that down the full show. And so much more. So make sure if you haven't already, hit that join button, become a member today during the show, show your love, pick a level. I got to update these graphics. Another thing for us to do, Steph, when you're here, help remind me to actually get done new intro videos, everything. We're getting so much done now that we have some help here officially with more time. So excited for it. But thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for being here. Go Planet. Before I get to the story, I did see we had a super chat already in the day. Thank you so much for Pixie Doll. I better see that they bought an alpaca farm and they have a whole lot of money and a public apology for Johnny. They are going to need a lot of alpacas to get Johnny. Now, look, that's the thing. Will Johnny want to come back? That's the thing that makes this different. So we shall see. Real quick, also, Starkey Scorcha, member of 10 months. Woo woo! Almost a year, getting close. That is kind of scary or amazing. Depends how you look on it. But Starkey, so glad to have you as part of our community. Thanks for being a member. So guys, thanks for all the support. Keep it coming as we get going. Sorry I didn't give you today. You might not got to notify as much because we started weirdly late, but stay tuned. More is coming. I actually have Steph, another thing to follow up with you offline, but the alert system is coming together. We are working on a special system, exclusive here, but potentially could then branch to all of our channels and friends, where you will actually get notified against all the algorithm pushes that they're trying to not tell you. You will get notified. So stay tuned. It's coming. I've seen the building. It's happening. I'm so sick of the YouTube not telling you guys when videos are there or any of your creators. Imagine something that's going to always make sure you're notified immediately as the videos go. Well, it's coming, and we will start revealing that soon, so stay tuned. All right, but guys, let's get to this main story, shall we? Jerry Bruckheimer wants Johnny Depp back for Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, we knew this already, to be fair. If you're a follower of Popcorn Planet, if you're a Planeteer, we've covered this. Jerry has already made some show comments. He was also at one of Johnny's shows, the LA show. He was there rocking out along with Johnny. It's clear they're still friends, so this is not a surprise. But it was nice to see his quotes. Now, Joe Blow quoted this, but as I went to find the actual quotes, these quotes are incorrect. So I have the clips themselves, and thanks to Claire and Phil and Brandon in that group who watched it again to tell me I'm not crazy. So rather than read the quotes, we're going to play the quotes directly. So here's where it started. They were interviewing Jerry Bruckheimer, who's very famous producer, has made tons of really popular movies throughout his career. Here he is being interviewed by Pete Hammond of Deadline, and we'll start here.
Then at one point, franchises really took over the business.
Well, studios always love something that's pre-sold.
Yeah.
So like we just did another Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And it's so great that Eddie's coming back to Beverly Hills Cop. That's what's so wonderful. It's for Netflix. Hopefully we'll get a theater release too.
Yeah.
But that's up to them, not for me to say. So they loved Eddie in Beverly Hills Cop. Now they're going to experience him again. And he's fantastic in the movie. We're going to do another Bad Boys with Will and Martin. That's exciting for audiences. They're really keyed up to see that again. And we're going to start another movie with Joe Kosinski about Formula One, F1, that Brad Pitt's going to star in.
Oh, yeah.
So that's coming up too. And there's talk about another Pirates, and there's talk about another National Treasure. So all these movies that audiences have loved, it's like having a piece of candy, a really good candy. You want another piece of it. That's it. And that's what these movies bring you.
Right.
It's comfort food. You come in there, you know what you're going to get. You love the actors. You love the experience the first time. And if you can do it again as well as you did it the first time, which is what we did on Top Gun, audiences embrace it.
Yeah, it's important you mentioned.
Notice, the candy needs this star. They're bringing back all these stars. There's now a specific quote later in the interview where they talk about Johnny. But right out the gate, as he's talking about the franchises being bubblegum and the audiences wanting what they're used to, clearly paving the way to why you would argue, yeah, you got to have Jack Sparrow. If you're doing Pirates of the Caribbean, it just doesn't work without him. It's not the comfort food. It's going to be some new food that you might spit out and not want per Bruckheimer's feedback. So then later in the interview, when pressed, they talk about both Will Smith and Johnny Depp. And so here's that segment.
This is Will's first movie since the Academy Award incident, the slap, as they say.
They're bringing Bad Boys 4 back, by the way, guys. It should have been Bad Boys for Life, should have been 4, but they did Bad Boys 3 as Bad Boys for Life, so it's confusing. But this will be Bad Boys 4, which is following Bad Boys for Life. Anyway, yeah, it's confusing, but it doesn't matter. Will Smith's coming back for Bad Boys 4.
But
So what are your
technically, isn't
feelings-
Emancipation the first film that Will Smith came
No,
back
he didn't
since?
shoot that. That was already shot. This is the first movie to be shot since the slap.
Okay.
About that and bringing him back on a big level here.
Well, Will is a fantastic individual. He's a talented artist. He's a very caring individual. He's a friend. I love working with him. That is not the Will I knew in that moment. And I don't think anybody has escaped life without doing something that they regretted. And obviously he regretted that moment. He's talked about it, and we all make mistakes, but he's a fabulous artist and a fabulous individual, and you can't judge him on one small incident.
And so,
unfortunately, it was a big incident, but it was a small
everybody
incident.
was watching around the world.
Right.
So you're comfortable bringing him back? And
he's just so good at what he does, and actors recover from things like this because he's a good individual, and he's a caring individual, and he's somebody that you can rely on, and he's just terrific.
Would you bring Johnny Depp back in Pirates? You intimated that they're talking about that possibly.
Yeah,
in
I think Johnny is another friend and an amazing artist, and you go through things in life that you wish you hadn't, but he's still a talented artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed. So there it is.
Wish you hadn't.
Yeah, echoing what he said previously, but again, asked point blank, would you bring back Johnny Depp? He says, yes. Yes, I think he's a talented artist. All that, here's sort of the quote. They sort of mingled Will Smith and Johnny's together. But look, this is a good sign. It's a good sign, and good on Jerry Bruckheimer standing by his friend. I don't even think there's anything negative there. He's like, yeah, I'm sure. When he's like, there are certain things you go through that you wish you hadn't. I think he's speaking directly about Amber Heard. It says, I'm sure Johnny wishes he could write a lot of that and be like, wish I had never signed up for any of that. But he is a fantastic artist and a genuine generous individual. So I'm looking forward to the fact that we might get him back. What do you think? I'll go to you first, Steph. What do you think of these comments from Jerry Bruckheimer? This is pretty encouraging if people want Jack Sparrow back for Pirates of the Caribbean, no?
Yeah, it's very encouraging. And we kind of agree to disagree because we were talking about this before the stream. I think it's quite beggy of him. Like he's kind of repeating again and again and again and again. Yeah, I want Johnny Depp back. I want Johnny Depp back. I want Johnny Depp back. It's like bringing it up more and more. Is that good news? Yeah, we all want him back, but it just seems a little bit on like the desperate side, like being too thirsty for Johnny Depp, if that makes sense. To the point
Can
where
one
it
be
just
too
seems a bit
thirsty for Johnny
beggy.
Depp, Steph?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
well, yes. Admittedly, there was a line for everything, even including being thirsty for Johnny Depp, to be fair. But whether or not Johnny Depp will take that is another thing altogether. Now, personally, I think Johnny Depp will never come back to Pirates. I just don't. It's a chapter in his life that he's shut the door on, that he doesn't want to revisit, that he'll never reopen again. He's quite happy doing what he's doing now, which is, he'll be going back on the road shortly with Hollywood Vampires. He's just had another successful art launch with series 2 of the Never Fear Truth artwork that he's done. So, yeah. Dude is doing very well for himself, considering that just one piece of his artwork alone in British pounds is like 4,300 pounds. Yeah, I think he's doing well for himself. He doesn't need to go back to Pirates if he doesn't want to.
No, I don't disagree. It's a question of whether he wants to. I'll agree with you there. I don't think Bruckheimer's begging only because it's not like he brought up Johnny. Like they keep bringing up Johnny. And what's Jerry supposed to go? I've already answered that. I don't care if Johnny comes back. That would look so bad. They would misquote him and then put him out of the way. I think he's just being polite and answer. I mean, literally says the same thing about every actor he's working with. That's what producers do. They got to hype him up and sound intrigued and want him there. I didn't see it as begging. That's why we agreed to disagree. But what do you think, Kim? Do you think, is it enough? Should Jerry stop gushing over Johnny? Is this more of a Johnny debate rather than over a Jerry debate?
No, I don't think he should stop at all. I personally feel like just looking at Jerry as a whole over the last number of months, that he has really taken that stance that's very similar kind of to what Johnny says in the intro here, that it's when there's an injustice against you or someone you love, you stand up, you don't sit down because they need you. And he has been so vocal through so much of this process that he wants to support Johnny, that he believes that Johnny is an incredible artist and a good person and wants to work with him again. And he's also gone out of his way to go see him, like the show in LA. I think this is just an extension of him continuing that mindset and using his power to help a friend. And I think too, when it comes to Disney, I think they are in a stage of transformation where just because they may have felt a certain way about a certain actor or something else doesn't mean that under new management, or I guess technically old management, that it's the same. So I'd be interested to see where Disney takes it from there. And as far as Johnny returning to Pirates, I'm kind of on the fence about it because I look at the difference that he's made in kids' lives when it comes to being Jack Sparrow. I mean, we take a look at what's even happened with Captain Corey in the last, few months. There is power in that character, and there is power for him to do good with that character. And that is something that he's always loved about it. And I know he will take every opportunity to be able to use. So if a new movie gave him more of that ability to be able to help more kids, to help more people, I can see him bending if that is the case. But they're definitely going to need to make it up to him big time.
Yeah, it also just reminds me how amazing that he brought the character back first for Captain Corey. It's like, because Disney's not going to sue him for that. You know what I mean? It's kind of brilliant because he's like, here, I'll do it for you, and you can release the footage on your channel. Oh, good luck, Disney. You'll look real good claiming this footage of me as Jack Sparrow. But I think it's well said. I don't think he's ever going to do it for Disney. If he can find opportunities to do it to help others, he'll just probably keep doing it. What are they going to do? But I could see it happening later on when he's a little older. Maybe finally, if they make good people, because I always think of like Robin Williams and the genie. Remember that one, Kim,
Yep.
where they disrespected him and didn't take care of him, and then eventually they bought him like a Picasso or something. What was something insane?
Eisner bought him a Picasso to try to make him happy. But I believe, if I remember correctly, there was a whole thing where Robin was very passionate about kids learning. And I think a part of the reason he came back to Genie for a period of time was because he was able to do an educational series on one Saturday morning with ABC where he got to teach kids. And that was important to him. He wanted to see television being used to educate kids and make them smarter. And he wanted to do something good as a father. So, I think maybe there are some parallels here.
Yeah. Well, but and it just a proof that, people who have totally cut off Disney have made amends. There's new people in charge over at Disney now. So who knows? Well, I guess Iger was in charge when it all went down. Now he's back. So who knows? But anything's possible, it seems. But it really does come down to Johnny. But I agree with you, Steph. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. If it happens, it'll happen later. I think Johnny should pursue his other opportunities. He's clearly touring, doing art successfully, all this stuff. He doesn't need it right now. If anything, Disney needs him right now, I would argue, more than the other way around, because Disney's not doing very well between not only from the film slump, but then now DeSantis coming after them here in Florida, which I don't even want to get into the whole politics of it, but Disney's taking hits from all over. Having a win with a Pirates movie with Johnny would be a huge thing I think they could use, but at this point, I'm sure Johnny's not going to give them that easily. If he's going to do it, he has to know that they really mean what they, a make good, which I don't think comes quickly. Final thoughts though, Steph? Anything else you wanted to add?
Well, like I said, I will be very surprised if he actually comes back as Jack Sparrow. What's in the past is in the past. He is moving forward and living his best life. And yeah, let's just wait for the third series of his artwork to drop and see what he's able to produce then. Let's look forward to the upcoming tour with Hollywood Vampires. Let's look to the expansion of the Never Fear Truth merchandise. I know that looking on the website a couple of days ago, he is releasing a gold version, 18-karat gold version of the Bunnyman necklace. Like, he's all right. Let's look forward to his comeback in terms of movies with the Ginny DeBarry film that he's doing. Apparently that's going to be premiering in Cannes Film Festival. So, he can go back to movies. He just doesn't have to go back to Pirates.
True. Very well true. The truth is, like, there's plenty of people who are going to want to work with him as enough time passes in the Hollywood train, which it always, my light fell. It just takes some time. Hollywood does forgive, and there's nothing really forgive with him. He got screwed. But I think in the forgiving Hollywood, there will be a point where someone's going to put him in a project that's going to become super popular again, and they're all going to want him back. And then he gets the luxury of choosing who he gets to support and not, and that's always the best karma. So there we go. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to It's Kim, Steph the Alternate as well. We got so much more to talk about. If you're watching live, don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the replay, meaning we aren't live and you caught this later, consider hitting join, become a member. Like I said earlier, pick a tier and you'll be able to watch the replays whenever you want at your leisure. And you'll also be supporting this channel, which go planet is the point. So thank you to everybody who supported. We got so much more to talk about. I want to show you this Michael Jordan thing where he shades an old bully. We also got Aubrey Plaza drama. And are we allowed to like Tom Cruise? Tons more we'll be talking about in the live. So don't go anywhere, live viewers. Replayers, check it out on the replay.